Alrighty, welcome back, everybody. Let's go over the week's workout. Let me just fix my hair real quick. All right, let's dig into this. I'd like to try to explain some of this programming to everybody, so you have a clear understanding of what we're looking to do. So, if you noticed, we're kind of starting another undulated strength cycle, which undulated means it's kind of like in a wave. So, probably 2 sessions a week is going to be dedicated to strength with a short conditioning session afterwards or some kind of an interval. If you look at Monday, um, we're going to give you about 15, 20 minutes to complete your deadlifts. We're looking for a 5x5 at 75% of your 1 rep working max. So a true 1 rep max is that's it. You can basically lift whatever X amount of load that you can lift. That's your true 1 rep max. A 1 rep working max is 10% off of your true 1 rep max. So therefore, if you're able to deadlift, let's just say 400 pounds, your 1 rep working max would be minus 10%, which would be minus 40. So you would take 360 and then take 75% of that 360, and that's the weights you want to hit across the board. So we're looking to hit, in the perfect world, 5x5 with that final, your 75% of 360. You don't want to rest too much in between these sets. Sometimes you'll see us do every minute on a minute. That's a little fast. That's more, that's kind of like combining conditioning and strength. This here will probably give you like two to 2.5 minutes in between each set. You want to keep moving, but you don't want to be doing a lot of talking because we're limited on our time. After the coaches put you through your warm-up session, go over the movement. We want you to be loading the bar and unloading the bar in a time cap of 20 minutes, and the coaches should be setting the clock so everybody knows, we have to be done in 20 minutes because we have another workout afterwards, and it takes a couple minutes to set up for that as well. So that's what we got for the deadlift. And then moving on to the conditioning, we're going to do some prowler work. I know everybody loves prowlers, man. I've been getting a lot of good feedback that you guys are digging it, and prowlers are awesome for burning fat, better than doing cardio, to be honest with you. So we're looking to do 5 rounds. It's a 2-minute clock. When that clock starts, you're going to push that prowler 30 yards, high bar. 90 pounds means a 45 on each side. That's 90 pounds. I'm not including the prowler weight, which I think the prowler weight is maybe 100 pounds, 80, something, I forget, 75, 80, 100. 50 pounds means a quarter on each side. So you're going to push it 30 yards. You're going to jump over, do 5 burpees, and then you're going to jump around the prowler and you're going to grab it by the horns and you're going to do a 30-yard low bar prowler push. If you haven't done these, they're, it's eye-opening because now you got a lower angle and you're going to be using a lot of your hamstrings, a lot of your posterior chain, your glutes and your hamstrings. Whereas when you're higher, you're going to be it's going to be more quad dominant. You may get a burn in your quads. That's more for like football players. Well, they're both high and low bar for football players, but you don't see many do low bar. Now keep in mind, well, let me just finish. And then, so you 30-yard high bar, 5 burpees, 30-yard low bar. Whatever time's left on that 2-minute clock, you're going to just do as many vertical kettlebell swings as you can, okay? So let's just say it takes you a minute to get back, Now you have a full minute to max out on your vertical kettlebell swings. Once the 2 minutes is up, there's going to be a second group that's going to be right behind you. They're going to go. You get to rest for 2 minutes as the next group goes. So make sure you set up your kettlebells so you're not swinging it at somebody's back if they're getting ready to jump on that prowler after you come back over the line. kind of lost my train of thought on I was just going to say something, but that's not important. Let's move on. So Tuesday, skill work. If you guys are killing double unders, they're not a problem. You're hitting some good sets on double unders. I'm not looking to burn you out on doing skill work with double unders. Now let's try to work on your triple unders. And that's a whole new ball game. I think about 2 months ago, I programmed single jump rope. And I'll tell you what, man, I remember when I was trying to do them, I couldn't even do them. It just threw my timing off so bad. So don't listen, man. Play around with it. Even if you're killing double unders, play around with some singles too, because they will come up. I've seen them on the CrossFit main site workouts. So if I were to ever put a competition on, never know, that might happen. I would probably put single jump ropes in there just to mess with people. Problem is they're very difficult to count. After we play around with some skill work, and guys, again, I get it. You know, you're like, oh man, it's only 15 minutes. I want to play around. I want to work on these double unders. I almost got them. Man, you should be working on double unders just about every other day if you're not getting them. So try to be cooperative with the coaches. If they're setting a clock and it's 15 minutes, you know, this can be part of the warm-up actually. Just do a quick warm-up, get those ankles and calves and Achilles nice and loose, and then play around with double unders. That's an awesome warm-up. It's going to get the heart rate going. It's going to get the body nice and warm. It's going to protect you from pulling some muscles when we get into the conditioning segment. So then, if you haven't done Fight Gone Bad, this is one of my, I'm not going to say it's one of my favorites because it's not. It's a fun workout though. It's a 17-minute session. It's basically 3 1-minute rounds. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to have all this stuff set up. We'll probably have the rower, and then we'll have a barbell at 75 and 45. Then we'll have a box. Then we'll have sumo. We'll have another barbell at 75 and 45. Then we'll have the wall ball. It'll all be lined up in a row, right? Each station. You can start on any station. It doesn't matter, okay? But what's going to happen is when the coach says 3, 2, 1, go, you have 1 minute on each station, okay? So let's just say you're starting off on wall balls. 3, 2, 1, go. 1 minute. Max out on wall balls. Once the coach says, all right, 5 seconds, you can either wait to the last second, and once he says stop or switch, move to the next movement, or you can, if you're resting, just walk over and get ready to jump on the next movement. Now, if there's somebody already there, obviously you're going to have to wait till they put the bar down, right? But the beauty about this is we can stagger because we can literally run in this gym probably 100 people through this workout at one time because there's 5 stations. So 1 minute on a wall ball, switch, sumo deadlift high pull. If you don't know what that is, you might want to even Google it because there is some good cues about it. I'm sure the coach is going to go over it, but it's always good to kind of do your own research too and make sure you're looking at the right stuff. CrossFit.com's got some good stuff out there. There's, you're not really going to find too much. I don't want to say that, but you'll be fine. You're just making sure that when you do the sumo, your feet are wider like a sumo style. You're going to squat down into it. You're going to bring the bar up, and as soon as your hips extend, then you're going to pull it up to the chin. High elbows, okay? Coach will go over it. Be easier when they do it in person. Box jumps. Careful on the rebound with box jumps, okay? Make sure you're nice and loose. We do not want an Achilles injury. That would be bad. Make sure you're nice and loose, stretched out. Do some mobility work. You already did double unders or practice, so you should be loose. Next is push press. Push press is not a jerk, so you cannot rebend the knees. It's a dip drive press, and then row for calories. The biggest pain in the butt, guys, is going to be when people are switching off the rower. That's going to take the longest, right? So, just coaches go over how to get out of the rower real quick. Don't panic. It's not a big deal. Get in and out of it. All right, moving on. Wednesday is going to be delicious. And I tell you, if you do this workout, up to the standard of what it's calling for, the protocol. It doesn't look like a lot, but it's going to really make you see white elephants. So, 4 rounds on the assault bike. It's a 30-second, 95%. That's almost 100%. So you're crushing that bike for 30 seconds, okay? And then for 90 seconds, you're going to go at half speed. So you're kind of recovering, okay? So 30 seconds at 90%, a minute 30 or 90 seconds at 50%. You're going to repeat that for 4 rounds, okay? So that's an 8-minute time. Then you're going to get a rest of 4 minutes, okay? Sounds like a lot of rest, right? If you do this right, 95%, that 4 minutes is going to fly by. So this ends at the 8-minute clock, then you rest for 4 minutes at 12 minutes. Same thing on the rower. The rower is not going to be as horrible as the air assault. Same thing, 30 seconds on, 90 seconds at 50%, 4 rounds at 20 minutes. You get a 4-minute rest. Repeat it, okay? This is a total of 44 minutes, and it's it's our aerobic capacity day, which I'm getting a lot of solid feedback, which is cool. I actually noticed a lot of people actually taking it to the next level because of it. Not only that, because of the recovery. Thursday, back squat. So I said something about undulated. We were at 75% previous week and Monday. Now we're going to 85% of your 1 rep working max. Remember that? 4 sets of 3. Okay, so don't forget, you guys are going to warm up a little bit. Start off with an empty bar, sit in the hole for a couple seconds, get nice and loose, mobility ball. You guys are going to have to crank on this one as well. So you're either going to do back squat or front squat. Honestly, I'd suggest you do back squat. But if some of you are really focusing on getting better at the front squat, or you want to work more on your quads, front squats are more quad dominant, and they're actually going to help you with your Olympic weightlifting technique. Back squats are just overall just really a good strength movement. The conditioning, you guys got to move on this one as well, because it's that's 19 minutes. Now, Cindy is 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 air squats. We're going to do it in an interval style. So that means you're going to have 1 minute to do 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 air squats, and keep going through it, okay? So if you get through it, say, in 1 minute, 2 rounds, you do your 5 pull-ups, your 10 push-ups, your 15 air squats, you jump back up, do 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 air squats. When the coach yells time, you get a 1 minute break, okay? And if we get a ton of people, we can actually use the same area. So as you get a break, the next group goes. So let's just say you get 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 air squats. You go into your second round, you get 5 pull-ups and 7 push-ups. Time, you get a minute rest. Pick up where you left off. So pick up at 8 push-ups, finish those, keep going. And that's going to be your score, as many rounds and reps that you get in that entire, it's 10 rounds, but keep in mind you get a minute rest. So the reason why it's 19 minutes is obviously you're not going to rest that minute at the end to make it 20 minutes. I'm sure everybody gets that. Thursday, we'll probably be out here waiting for the open workout to come up. If anybody wants to come out and join us, let's have a blast. And then Friday is the 17.4, whatever it comes out to be. That's going to be our workout of the day. All right, everybody. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Once again, happy birthday to Heidi, my beautiful wife. All right, we're good to go. Any questions, just comment on the bottom or send me a message, but I really do hope everybody reads this or watches this stuff. Thanks.